Okay, today I'm going to be talking about how I made this crate that is now carrying firewood, and it's perfect because it's a pallet crate, so you can move it around with forks anywhere you want, and it keeps the firewood very nice and put together. And I'm also going to be talking briefly about this, my favorite type of boot, which they're Irish setters. I'll talk about it later, but they're waterproof and I love them. So I'll show you now what's up. I'm back. So for today's video, what I'm going to be doing is getting one of these totes and transforming it into a bin that's going to be used for firewood. Now, what I do is that I cut off the top to use it like a little cap for the firewood doesn't get so the firewood doesn't get a lot of water when it rains and you're storing it outdoors. And the bottom piece can be used for multiple other reasons, like watering for animals, for the horses or something. So basically, all I'm going to utilize for my purpose right now is going to be this crate for the firewood with a cap. So I'm going to get like one of those, top gets cut off, and then an opening gets done here. But I already have a couple with the tops off, so I'm just going to get one of these right here and cut the opening on it so that I could easily access the firewood from the side, or actually whoever buys it can access it. Let me zoom up here on the video. I will be cutting this one right here. I'm going to use that one today as an example. I want to take this opportunity to mention something else, because a lot of friends of mine and neighbors have been asking me about these boots that I wear. So I'm going to actually put a link below in the description. These are Irish setters, and the reason why they're really, first of all, they're the most comfortable boots. I've been wearing them for over a decade, and I've had multiple pairs of these. The model number is 3835, but I'll have a link. They're called Irish setters. I'll have a link below. They're waterproof, so they could take water as high as before it could come in. It actually, even in the front where the laces are, is waterproof. And they're really nice. Actually, when they're new and not beat up in the backyard, you use them to go out, on a day-to-day. They're my favorite shoes, by the way. The most comfortable shoes I've ever owned. And that's why actually I'm even mentioning it. And I figured I'd put a link on my description. So, but anyways, back to business. I'm gonna go ahead and cut all these pieces up here. Best way, you can use an angle grinder, but it's a lot of sparking around. I think the best way is to use a sawzall. Hence why I've been wearing safety glasses. So as you notice, you always need glasses no matter what, because obviously, there's little pieces of metal flying around. However, you don't have all the sparks that you get with the cutting disc on a grinder. So I think this is the best for me, at least. Works out the best, and it cuts quicker. Also, another thing is, why am I cutting this side and not this side? You could do either one. I just like this side because this is rectangular, and you'll have a bigger opening to access the wood, and you don't got to reach in as far back. Like if you open this one, it'll be over here. It'll be a smaller opening. You got to reach further back when you reach to the back of the crate. So I like this one. But if you're in an application where you actually putting this in a spot that it will only fit going in, the skinny way, then I guess you could get one done opened over here. So I cut all the 6 on the top. Then I cut the sides, not over here, because again, I don't want obstruction in pulling out any wood from here. So I cut it back here. And then I cut at the bottom. Let me keep on here on this side now. Again, you don't cut at the top. And the reason I don't cut this line all the way to the top, because I like to leave this top beam. I only removed this one, this one, this one, and this one. So I could give it some type of a structural integrity by keeping this part on. So do not just cut straight like that and then the bottom. Take it off here. It's my suggestion, so you can keep this being stiff. Really smooth with the saw compared to try with the grinder. You'll see. I mean, if all you have is a grinder, you have no choice, but it takes 4 times longer and too many sparks. I got the forks of the skid steer here in my way a little bit. Almost done. There you go. So now all the firewood can be stacked up in there, and whoever buys it can actually move the firewood around, put it wherever they want easily with the forks from a tractor or on a skid steer. Or the unlikelihood that they have a forklift at their home or farm, but most people have around here at least a tractor with some forks on it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here now, but in the next video is gonna be the next clip from here. I'll show how I'm actually gonna load a bunch of scrap pieces of wood on it. I'm gonna use this one for like leftover, which get used just to start a fire, small little pieces that are not the pretty ones, the pretty logs that you put. But it'll be on my next video. Catch you on the next one.